Hello friends, welcome to Shakti's Knowledge Hub. Myself Shakti Suganya. In our today's video, we are going to discuss about the subject Commerce, which belongs to the State Board syllabus, the revised syllabus of the year 2020, and here you have some of the introductory contents to explain and to understand what are all the things given in the book. So, according to your subject and its syllabus, the subject has been categorized with 10 units and which is consist of 33 chapters, and there is a subheadings for each and every chapters. It means sequence of information for each learning. If you are taking one particular topic, that topic will have some of the subheadings or maybe some related information. So those thing is called as the subheading. And the next is do you know column. It means the present and the past events, the useful information. So in each and every subject there will be a column called do you know. In this content they will be giving some of the event which is relevant to your subject. So here it is commerce subject, so those event will be relevant to commerce, which may be past or maybe the present thing. That will help you for easy understanding. And the another aspect is success story, some of the live examples, any management related or common related concepts or some situations that will be given as a live example to have a easy understanding. And the next aspect is case study. Case study means the real situation, that is the applied knowledge on the subject matter. Take an example in management. If you are revising one particular topic called planning, they will be giving some practical knowledge through those case studies. That case study will help you to understand what planning is and how the planning is executing. And the next is the project work, the exercise for your practical exposure. After the completion of each and every chapter, they will be giving some kind of small projects. So that project will help you to work in a practical manner to have more exposure in the subject. And the next is for own thinking, practical situation for understanding. So this is also somewhat similar to the case study and the live examples of success story. So here also they will be giving you some of the real practical situations, just the same example we have discussed like planning or some of the other topics relevant to your subject. For future learning, you can refer any additional books or you can go with browsing or do some homeworks or whatever. So for your further studies, they will be giving some of the hint and some content. So these things are coming under for future learning. And the next is key terms. At the end of each and every chapter, they will be giving some of the key terms. It means the key points, the highlighting points of each and every word that will help you to understand quickly with some clear examples and the simple meaning of each and every terminologies. And the last portion, obviously you all know the question and answer sessions, like the separate sections to have a revision of the entire chapter, like fill in the blanks or maybe MCQ or short answers or long answers. So all these things are the highlights which is given in every subject. So depends on this only your books will be continuing. And the next thing is about the scope of commerce education. If you are studying this commerce subject, what are all the scopes you will have? So these are all the listed thing, like you can do so many number of UG programs is available. You can select which one you prefer, and some of the professional courses. So through that you can go for a job, and master's degree like MCOM, MBA and so many, and other professional courses that you can do after your formal UG degree. And research programs you may hear like MPhil, PhD and so many other things. And plenty of employment opportunity in so many fields and specialization relevant to commerce background. And also you have the abroad scope for job as well as for your higher studies. Let us move on to the subject. In your unit 1, the content title is management process. Under that you have the first chapter called the principles of management. So what are all the various principles and important aspects coming under management? That is what covering in chapter 1. The first thing comes under this chapter 1 is introduction for management. So before entering to the content, we should be very clear about the term management. Let's see some of the important points to understand what management is. So what they are telling is management is a part of day-to-day life. In every individual's day-to-day life, management is playing a very important role. Without it, we cannot cross our day. So that is what they are highlighting here. Management is required everywhere. Example, it may be a playground or maybe your classroom. Wherever you are going and whatever you are doing, management is everywhere. Plan to do the work systematically. Systematically in the sense doing one particular work in some sequence or maybe some in order. So definitely that is applicable and that is implying in case of management. And the next is management is an art of getting things from others. What the management is doing, it is an art, some performing thing. If someone is doing a work, being a manager or being a superior person, you will be getting the things or work from the other people. So there we need management. And the next is management is goal oriented. Whatever the work you are doing in the organization or maybe in some other places, that particular concept management is required and which is goal oriented. To achieve one particular goal only, the management is engaging or the management is using. And it helps to achieve the organizational goal. Each and every organization is running to perform some activity. So that can be their goal or maybe their objective. So that is possible only with the help of management. And the last point is management is common and important in organization in any part of the world. Wherever you are going or whatever the work you are doing in every organization, management is a concept which is common to all the people even throughout the world. Let's see the next concept under management. So if you want to say a particular thing is called as management, that should consist of the following points. Let's see each and everything. For under every heading, there will be a passage with more than 10 lines or something. For your easy understanding, here I have taken the highlighted points with some examples. So the first characteristics is body of knowledge. Specialized with theory and philosophy. Management is also one of the important thing that is having so many specialized aspects with theories and philosophies that consist of so many books, so many aspects and so many things that is covering many theories and philosophies. So that's why they are telling it is body of knowledge, the complete knowledge under the management. And the next is management tools. Nowadays, the stream of management is increasing and updating in a different aspect. So we can take some of the areas or the tools like accounting, business law, psychology, statistics, econometrics, data processing and so many other things. These are all called the branches or tools. So we can make use of those things in a practical way. So that's why they are saying it is a science of management also. And the next is separate discipline. Since 1951, master degrees in B schools, seminars, special courses, training program, etc. So many specializations are also listed. So from the year of 1951, there are plenty of master degrees that is engaged and that is taken under the B school institutions, and there are so many seminars, different special programs and training programs are conducting to develop or to educate people under the concepts of management. So that's why they are calling it as a separate discipline. There are so many contents are there. So that is the next point, specialization. You may heard about that different field under management like human resource, marketing, financial department, accounting department, then system, so many things are there, even operations. So that's why each and everything is called as specialization. So started selecting experienced persons to each functional area of management. In earlier days, there will be a people or there will be a person as a manager who may be taking care of all the activity. But nowadays it is not like that. There is a separate functional areas in each and every organization like HR, marketing, so and so. So they will be selecting the experienced person for each and every department to run their organization in a successful manner. And the next is code of conduct. It is the ethical point of view. Some kind of rules, regulations and so many other things will be there. So this is applicable to all the field throughout the world. So just like the same in management also the code of conduct is important. So here what they are highlighting is the social responsibilities to be fulfilled towards the customers, employees and public. Take an example. If you are working as a manager in an organization, your responsibility is not only to take care of your organizational work, but also you should take care of your customer, your employees and also the general public, that is the society. So the organization as well as the management is having the social responsibility. And also it is customer oriented. That organization should focus on their customers because customer is an asset of the organization that you have may studied in your previous year papers. Here there is a term that proves you how much an organization and the management should be a responsible person or a responsible one. In initial stage there was a term called buyer beware. It means while purchasing a product, that customer or the buyer should be aware of its plus and minuses. But now that term has been replaced with the term called seller beware. It means from organization point of view. That is from seller's point of view, they should be very clear and they should be very aware about the products, its quality and all the other thing, because all the aspect only will help to satisfy the customer, because we all know customer is the king of the market. That's why they are insisting in such a way. And the next is professional association. It means we all know about associations, doctors, lawyers, any other specialized field and teachers also having an association. So just like that, being a professional course and specialized thing, management is also having a separate association. So this association is helping to promote the knowledge in all management areas. So just we discussed in the specialization, there are so many areas and so many specialization. So this association is helping to promote the knowledge and also to build image of the managerial professionals. If you are belongs to marketing department, you need a particular knowledge about that particular field. So this managerial professional should be ready to face the different thing which is happening in the organization, and that is possible through the associations, because this association is helping for the promotion of knowledge as well as the public image, to create a good image about the managerial professionals in the public. That's all about today's discussion. We have discussed about the term management and its characteristics. Let's see the next topic of the same chapter in the next video. If you like this video, and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel Shakti's Knowledge Hub, and also hit the bell icon for future notification. And don't forget to mention your requirements in the comment box. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.